Personal development, unplugged. Okay, so this is the 5-minute quickie from Paul Clough. That's me, Paul Clough, and this is Personal Development Unplugged, the 5-minute quickie podcast, which is for those of you who are looking at it in video. You'll notice it's in video. So this is a brand new concept for me. But I wanted to talk to you about fear. You see, what is fear? Some people think fear can protect us. In fact, if you think about unconsciously, sometimes the unconscious mind, we know every behavior has a positive intention, or that's what we believe as a presupposition of NLP. Every behavior has a positive intention, and fear, being a form of behavior, stops you doing something. So obviously the positive intention of that would be safety. Fear equals safety. But here's the thing: if you go into the extreme realms of fear, and you if you know anybody who has some really good fear, if you see what I mean, big fear, you'll find, ask them, how safe do they feel when they feel fearful, scared? And I can guarantee you they'll tell you they don't feel safe at all. So you see, you've got a massive conflict going on there. Massive conflict. But the thing is, in this short time, I just want you to realize that fear is purely a signal. That's all it is. It's a signal. And if we use it for a signal, that's great. Because if you think about it, what are the things you're frightened of now? What are the things that make you scared? And I don't mean a bit like falling off a precipice, those phobia things, but the things that you're scared about. Maybe it's talking to your boss. Maybe it's talking to that person over there that you would like to get closer to. Maybe it's doing something that you haven't done before. And you get that fear. And that fear stops you doing it, because we understand, if the positive intention is to keep you safe, maybe stop you feeling hurt, maybe feeling embarrassed, those type of things, those feelings that we don't like, then it'll work. But it's not life-threatening, for Christ's sake. It's not life-threatening. And this is where you go, do you know what? It was a signal. It's a signal to me just to think about what I'm going to do. And when you think, I'm going to do it anyway, just prepare. So if you're going to meet somebody for the first time, smile, feel good about yourself. So when they see you, they get that good energy off you. If you're going to see your boss or a colleague at work, just a little bit of preparation. What do they want? Not what you want. What do they want? How might they react? So you can gauge exactly the way to be. Do that, and then that signal of fear has done its job. Not that I agree that we need fear at all. What we need is that old trigger that used to trigger the fear. But I think the more you do this, the more you just say, I acknowledge that signal of and what you're trying to tell me, what you're trying to save me from. You know, there's no prehistoric monsters here anymore. Well, I don't think so. But just use that signal. And the more you do this, it'll become a habit. And that means you'll start to use that trigger that used to fire off the old scared and fearful way of thinking and acting, to thinking of, how can I act in the most appropriate, wonderful way? What state, what emotional state do I need to be in? What physiology do I need? You know, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, maybe I just want to be a confident me, but not overconfident, a friendly, sympathetic, empathetic, all those wonderful states that you can have. And when you have them, you'll have set yourself up into the right state. And at the end of the day, as I said before, it's not life-threatening. So if that person doesn't want to speak to you, who cares? It's their loss, not yours. If your boss doesn't quite get it right for you, that's his loss, her loss, because you're going to find someone who really understands you and allows you to develop in the skills that you want. So let's just use that. Use that signal as preparation. And then as you get that signal and that trigger, change it into, what do I need? How do I need to be? What results do I want? Change your state, change your physiology. We've done it before on the other podcasts. And just go and enjoy your life. So fear is only a signal, and it isn't that good a signal anyway. But but just be prepared. So enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really do. As I say, if you do, please, this is what we call the old PS. If you do, please subscribe to the podcast, because then you get obviously the audio element of this just as it is, and you'll get it on your whatever iPhone or whatever you use, one of those things, and it'll come to you every time. If you'd love to leave a nice little those 5-star reviews, that would be great. That's in iTunes. But other than that, just enjoy, shine as brightly as you can, and use a signal, not that fear, that negative emotion. Okay, so this is and was Paul Clough, personal development unplugged. Sorry, and just enjoy every heartbeat and every moment you have in life. Bye bye now.
Personal development, unplugged.